Ciao, il mio prezzi parla del turismo a Venice. Mi interessa perché mi piace viaggiare. Io ho imparato che Venezia ha molti festivali. Essi sono il Carnevale di Venezia, Venezia Biennale e Mostra Internazionale di Arte Cinematografica di Venezia. So in this project, I was in charge of bringing to everyone's attention why people like to become tourists and go to Venice. And I thought that there were 5 main reasons why people go. They're architecture, art, festivals, food and dining, and the fact that it's kind of like a floating city and how people get around. So for architecture, the main thing that I'd like to say in this video is that it draws from Gothic, Byzantine, and Ottoman influences, and you can see that in a few, well actually many, of the buildings in Venice, which I mentioned on the actual prezzi. For art, there were paintings, mosaics, frescoes. Probably most famous are the Murano glass. A lot of people create glass in Venice, glass jewelry, glass cups, glass everything. And while Murano glass is the most famous, there are a lot of stands everywhere that sell glass jewelry for pretty cheap. They kind of replicate Murano glass. For festivals, I mentioned those in the Italian portion of this video, but they're very fun. They bring a lot of people. Some of them are very prestigious, like the film festival, which is the oldest one in the world. And all these festivals have pretty historic backgrounds, which is pretty cool. And then for food and shopping, a lot of people go to Venice to buy the glass and the masks for the Carnival of Venice. But people also go to buy clothing and bags, but this is often overpriced and you're better off buying it in Milano or Rome. Although you can find some unique pieces there. But in general, for clothing shopping, it's not necessarily the best place, even though it's a very popular place to go shopping. As for food, it's typically seafood that they're known for, like cuttlefish and like these weird little green crabs, shrimp, polenta with ink, pastas, and then finally, as for the fact that it's like a floating city, people like to get around with vaporetti, water taxis, and what's the last one? Gondolas, duh. And but people also come via cruise ships. Cruise ships are too big to get through a lot of Venice, so people like to take gondolas. And the cruise ships pretty much stay on the Grand Canal because it's the largest and widest. And these cruise ships bring nearly 2 million people a year. So even while they pollute, they also bring people to go and stimulate the economy by buying and purchasing from locals. So it's kind of a you win and you lose at the same time. So that's my project. That's my portion of the project at least. Just letting people know what people do as tourists in Venice so that we can understand how it hurts and does not hurt the locals. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the project. Bye!